As usual, I did my face and brows off camera, so I posted this look that I recreated from a live stream a couple nights ago, and a lot of you wanted me to do a full-on tutorial for it, so that is what I am doing for y'all today. The only thing that is different from this look and the one that I did in this video is the lip color, which I wish I really didn't change. But I'm going in with Silk Cream on a fluffy brush and applying that to the crease. I'm blending it up towards the brow bone. To give that a little bit more depth, I'm applying Pooter the same way with the same brush, putting it into the crease and blending it up towards the brow bone. Then to give the oranges a little bit more pizzazz, I go in with the shade Pukey, which is this very baby puke color basically. I find that this makes the oranges pop out a little bit more and easier to blend, so I'm applying that a little bit lower than Silk Cream and Pooter, and I'm blending that up towards the brow bone. Then I'm taking the color Creamsicle on another fluffy brush, and this kind of acts as a transition shade for the orange color, but if you really don't want to use this color, you don't have to. And then blending out those colors just a little bit, and then I'm going in with Hunts. This color is so pigmented that you really don't need to really put a lot on your brush and apply it into the crease. So with this color, I'm really taking my time going in layer by layer because I want this to be very blown out and smoky but still bright and colorful, and I want it to show out and be very you see it a lot. So with this technique, you can really control how blown out and intense you want your color to be. So I'm going back and forth with a fluffy brush and a paddle brush, just really making sure that it is the way that I want it to be and as pigmented as I want it to be. I then blend out the edges again because I want it to be very smoky but blended. Then I take some concealer and I'm applying that to my lid where we didn't apply any color, and I'm taking a large concealer brush to do a cut crease. I find that with larger concealer brushes like this one I'm using from Wet n Wild, it's easier to do a cut crease and to carve out the shape that you want. So if you're too scared to do a cut crease because you're scared that it's going to be really hard, do it in the way that I'm doing it. It literally will take you like 2 minutes to do it. So I'm doing that on both lids and applying some face powder, but you can use eyeshadow if you want to. And then I'm just blending out the edges just a tiny bit so it's not too harsh. Then I'm taking the beautiful color Enchanted from the Jaclyn Hill Palette. It's super pretty. It's a dark forest green and it's so pigmented that, again, like I did with Hunt, I go in with a little bit on my brush and pack it onto the lid. That way I can control how intense the color is and it's easier to carve out the shape and blend it out, so that way it's not a mess and it looks disastrous. I'm then going back and forth with Enchanted and Hunt to blend out the edges between the two colors so that way it's nice and blended. I then repeat the same thing on my other eye, and then with the color Diva, which is this beautiful, it's kind of like Blue Brown by MAC in that color sense, and I use my finger to apply that on top of Enchanted and it looks gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this color. Then to blend Enchanted and the blue colors and the orange together, I take Central Perk, which is a neutral dark brown color, and I'm applying that in between the two colors and blending it just a little bit so that way everything is put together and nice and blended. Then for my face, I take Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and I'm applying that to my cheeks. I'm contouring just a little bit, but then I apply the rest onto my cheeks so I have a nice bronzy look to my face. Then for my blush, I'm using Rose Champagne from Wet n Wild. In the pan, people think it doesn't look like anything, but on the skin, it's this beautiful light pink beige tan color. It's gorgeous. Then for highlight, I'm using Prosecco Pop from the Jaclyn Hill Face Palette. It's this beautiful blinding gold color, but if you don't want to go, too crazy like I'm doing, you can keep it with this highlight. For a little bit of pizzazz, I'm going in with Lucky Clover by Anastasia from their Moonchild palette, and on top of Prosecco Pop, it gives this beautiful lime green color. I did my lower lash line off camera and I applied Lucky Clover to her inner corners, and I'm obsessed. It's gorgeous. Then for lashes, I'm using my favorite mascara of all time at the moment, and that is L'Oreal Lash Paradise. If you want to apply false lashes, you totally can, but I don't wear false eyelashes that much, so I don't wear false eyelashes. And this is where the look is a little bit different. I'm going to put the two colors that I originally used on the screen for this look, which I wish I did instead of this color. This is an Ultra Matte Lip by ColourPop in the color Love Bug. I love the color, but the formula is not my favorite. So don't do what I did. So that's basically the whole look. I'm going to now set my face with some setting spray, and that's the completed look. I hope you guys like this look. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, bye!